Can you tolerate disagreement? Can you tolerate disappointment? Can you tolerate being misunderstood? Because that's what healthy adulthood requires.
Let's see her description for that because I need context. We discuss how tolerating disagreement is a part of emotional maturity. You do not have to feel validated, understood, or agreed with in every conversation. Every, okay? I'm highlighting the word every because absolutes in stuff like this is important when people try to invalidate something by trying to make it seem like it's not reasonable for you to have an expectation in a reciprocal relationship that you're going to be cared for, right? So every is like, okay, so what? We don't have to have it every time. Okay, so if we have it 1 out of 10 times, we're supposed to tolerate that. Do you see what I mean by that? Somebody help me, please, because this woman is frying my brain. And that was just a short snippet. I've got one more. My glasses are so dirty. Anyway, you do not have to feel validated, understood, or agreed with in every conversation. I had to reread that for my own brain. Sometimes the healthiest response is simply, we see this differently and I can live with that. Absolutely. I agree with that. I like that she used sometimes. However, the majority of the time that we spend in a relationship, this isn't about healthy adulthood, the way she puts it. We're talking about relationships, right? And we are talking, she is, I guess, talking about each of us as individuals. And yeah, I know, shocking. She's part of, the estrangement creators. I don't know her background. I don't know if she's an estranged parent. I don't know her experience. I just know who she speaks to and where she posts her content, like in estrangement groups. I have no deep dive on her at this point. Don't know if I'm going to do one. This is not that. So I'm just giving you what I know here. I'm taking 2 videos at random on probably the same day or the same filming day just to kind of talk about her point of view a little bit. As healthy individuals, we should be flexible. We should have the ability to say, hey, yeah, we don't agree on this. That's okay. Where it's appropriate, but you can't use these sweeping blanket statements as if they apply across the board to all things. I am never going to stay in a relationship where the majority of the time I feel misunderstood, disappointed, or invalidated. Because healthy people don't stay in unhealthy relationships, and a relationship that doesn't have that the majority of the time is likely not a healthy relationship. There's always some difficulty, always, I hate that, but I'll take always out. There is more often than not difficulties and things that come up over and over again that make it so you're in a place of having to swim upstream to be in a relationship because you feel like you should be tolerating it in order to be a healthy adult. I mean, what utter bullshit is that? Let me just call it what it is. And this is that thing of tolerance that gets painted with this brush of we're intolerant if we have boundaries. We're intolerant if we leave relationships that don't make us feel good. Well, what the fuck is the point of staying in a relationship where the overarching feeling isn't feeling good? Where the overarching theme is navigation, is eggshells, is tolerance, is having to negotiate probably the same and similar boundaries on like what? That is not what healthy adults do. And emotionally mature people can discern. They can recognize the difference between something that is mostly good and healthy, I prefer healthy, versus mostly not. And emotionally healthy people are not going to stay in relationships where they're built on tolerance, because that's not emotionally mature, nor is it healthy. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. That's how I'm going to walk through life. That's how I hope my children walk through life, and they do. They are adults. That's how I hope my grandchildren walk through life. That's how I hope anybody that I care about, love, walks through life. I never want somebody who is my people to be in a relationship of tolerance that doesn't provide them with the feeling of a baseline safety. And I kind of feel like that's what we're really talking about here, what we should be focusing on here. because we all have moments in time where we don't like one another, we don't like what somebody's done, probably more that, and we tolerate it. That isn't the same thing as being in a relationship as tolerance. And not staying in a relationship of tolerance is not a definition of a person who isn't emotionally healthy. And I feel like what she's done here is a very backhanded way of twisting it, like there's something wrong with you if you can't maintain a relationship because you have low tolerance. Mm. Can you tell I didn't rehearse this? Can you tell she did? All right, let's go to the other one. And
Disappointment requires a boundary. You haven't learned how to have relationships. You've only learned how to leave them.
are we setting boundaries out of disappointment, or are we setting boundaries because somebody has done something that is in some way offensive, uncomfortable, harmful, um, you know, maybe even abusive, whatever the case may be? Or maybe we're setting a boundary around avoiding discomfort or uncomfortable situations, or, whatever the case. Like, for example, if you're in a relationship with someone where you see a particular topic in very polarizing ways, like very different ways, and that person insists on trying to get you to see what they see the way that they see it, and you create a boundary out of that, it's not out of disappointment, it's out of, I actually want to stay in a relationship with you, but this one thing is making it difficult to what? Tolerate being in a relationship with you. I'm now setting a boundary. And if you continue to cross that boundary by continuing to try to make me buy what you're selling, I eventually leave that relationship, it isn't because I don't know how to be in a relationship. It's because the other person doesn't know how to be in a relationship and create and respect and be healthy. Like, what the fuckity fuck is this word salad? What is that? I want to see. I haven't read the description of this. I'm praying for, like, or looking for, like, is there a context where this is going to make sense? We discuss, when did every disagreement start requiring a boundary and every boundary start leading to estrangement? Tell me who she's selling shit to without telling me. Sometimes people are not disrespecting you, they simply disagree with you. Okay? Healthy relationships require communication, yes, compromise to a degree, tolerance, minimally, and the ability to remain connected without demanding complete agreement. Definitely. A boundary should protect your well being, not become a weapon used to justify cutting off everyone who sees the world differently. Oh my gosh, we do not need to justify stepping out of a relationship. It's not about justification. It's about a behavior that is ongoing, that is creating a situation where you aren't a person that we want, a person where, I'll just put it first person, where I fucking want to be around you. How about that? Doesn't matter if you're my parent, my sibling, doesn't fucking matter. If you are a person who can't meet me in the middle, who can't take accountability, who chooses to disrespect boundaries, who isn't making our relationship a relationship that's more pleasant than not, I don't have to justify why I don't want to be around your behavior. I don't even have to look to you to change your behavior. I've changed mine by removing myself from the equation. This simplification of why adult offspring leave relationships, boiling down to because they had boundaries that got disrespected and they're using boundaries to justify leaving, is nothing more than utter fucking bullshit to pander to estranged parents who don't want to look within to ask themselves, why doesn't my own adult offspring want to be in a relationship with me? Period. I will leave this here. Oh, well, one more thing. If you want healing tips and behind the scenes content, click the join button. I'm trying to remember to say that more often than not. You'll notice that more and more in my videos because I forget, because I get like snarky sparky and hair on fire, and then I don't tell you that there's something available to you if you want it. And if you don't, that's great too, because I'll see you here. I'll see you in both. I'll see you there, wherever we see each other. And now I am rambling because this woman, I think, has poured salad dressing in my brain. Have a great day. See you soon.